Wooldridge, the lefty. And Harrison working from the first base side of the rubber. Fires away the first pitch. Swing and a miss. And strike one on the board for Texas.
Well, Luke Harrison, a veteran guy, as you talked about in his 6th season on campus here, is not going to overpower you. 89 to 90 with the fastball. He's got an excellent changeup and command of the strike zone.
And the 0-1 pitch going to hit the back of Wooldridge, a hit by pitch, and UC Davis with a leadoff man aboard.
Much like last night's ball game, a leadoff 4-pitch walk by Riojas. It set it up, and the Aggies got on the board early, did UC Davis, and see if they take advantage of it. They will put the ball on the turf. They will advance runners with the bunt.
Texas hoping to avoid an inning like the first one last night. Harrison now runner on first from the stretch here. The first pitch to Tyler Howard, and called strike one. Harrison with a team best 15 starts as a redshirt junior a year ago in Austin, coming back for his final year in the 40 acres. Runner on first. Now the 0-1 pitch to Howard. Breaking ball inside for ball one.
Howard 1 for 4 last night, Cam, and he's a guy that tried to move the runners a couple of times. He squared the bunt that time. Count evens on a breaking ball inside, but I would not be surprised to see bunt here again.
Lefty first righty matchup. Harrison looking over at Wooldridge. Now fires away the 1-1 pitch. Showing bunt, pulls back, breaking ball outside for ball two.
Now Harrison does not have an outstanding move. I mean, he keeps runners close being left-handed, and he pitches from the first base side of the rubber to cut down that distance. But this is a good hit and run count if you want to gamble here early.
2-1 is the count. Runner on first, nobody out. Harrison looks back at home. Now the first, now fires to first base. Tag not in time. Casey Borba at first base for the Longhorns tonight. Andrew Ermis making his season debut behind home plate catching.
They're going to review this. Casey Borba popped up right away and said, hey, I think we got him, and let's get a chance to look at the first replay. And it's awful close. And the first replay we got to look at, that was awful close at first base.
Jim Schlossnagle challenging this. If you go off the reaction from the dugout, Keith, Texas thought Harrison got him. But this may be too close to overturn. Tonight's officials, Doug Williams behind home plate, Michael Snover the first base ump, and CJ Burdett the third base umpire. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Nobody out for Luke Harrison. Tyler Howard, the center fielder, inside the batter's box.
Still another chance to hit and run right here if you want to try to gamble. Harrison's thinking right along with me because he understands the count's right. You've thrown over twice now. You've seen 2 bunt opportunities. Infield's moving around, and it's just a chance to put a runner in motion to see if you can get an infielder move out of a spot.
Harrison's 2-1 pitch. Just a bit high for ball 3. Still a hitter's count here for Tyler Howard. Of course, Tommy Nicholson, the head coach for UC Davis, played under Augie Garrido. Here's the 3-1 pitch. That'll miss for ball 4, a 5-pitch walk. And UC Davis, just like last night, 2 early runners on the bases.
Third baseman number 8, Ryan Lee.
We saw bunt and a sacrifice in this situation last night. Texas up on the corners, anticipating it. Now it's a much different, much harder scenario here for Lee to get a bunt down because Harrison falls to the third base side. So it makes it much easier for a left-handed pitcher to field his position.
Lee showing bunt there. Harrison will miss for ball 1. Defensively for Texas, Ermis behind home plate, Borba at first, Ethan Mendoza at second, Temo Becerra at third, bunt here. Borba moving up down the first base side, and Harrison finds the zone for strike 1. Well, just like last night, UC Davis drawing first blood against Texas. First 3 base runners, or first 3 batters reaching base, hit by pitch, a walk, and a single. A 1 pitch to Joey Wright. That'll miss for ball 1.
Texas in standard first and second bunt defense.
Harrison sets, looks over at second base. Now the 1-1 pitch. Beautiful pitch for strike 2.
Good backdoor slider that time.
Texas did not turn any double plays last night. Looking for the first out here in the first, though. 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball just missing inside. That'll be ball 2.
Yeah, he went backdoor with the first one for a strike, tried to drop that one on the back foot. Fish were not biting.
Count 2-2. Runners on first and second. Nobody out for the Aggies. Harrison checks over on second base. The 2-2 pitch to right, off the bat and foul. And we'll stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Came back with a breaking ball. Believe Keith that was his 3rd straight curveball. Harrison's got.
He's used it. That's a good pitch for him. His fastball command glove side is important. He can go to it right here for maybe get the strikeout.
2-2 on the ground, the short. Rodriguez will flip the second for 1. The throw the first base from Borba, not in time. Out shows bunt. And nearly falls over, takes ball 1. Harrison utilizing one of his 3 different fastballs there. Has 6 different pitches, 3 of those fastballs, 4-seamer, 2-seamer. Looks over at first base. Now fires the third. And Becerra too far off the bag to make a tag.
Now that's an unusual play you don't see very often. That's a timing play between a left-handed pitcher who is looking at first base but not at third, and the third baseman. Had not seen that in a while.
Now the 1-0 pitch from Harrison. Here's a bunt on the first base side. Luke will flip the first for 1. Tyler Howard, however, will score. It's 2-0 Aggies. Now with 2 outs on the board. There's that small ball, Keith.
Well, Tommy
is in 3rd team. And coming off a night where he deposited a ball over left field for a 3-run homer. Leading off here for Texas, Longhorns trailing early 2-0. First pitch, and then Doza takes one for strike 1.
Scouting report that I've got, overhand fastball, an overhand curve, and an occasional changeup. So first pitch was an overhand fastball with a little tail on it away from Mendoza.
Mendoza 1 for 4 last night in the leadoff spot. Same pitch from Pelosa, that'll miss low for ball 1. Came back with that fastball there. Three freshmen in the lineup for UC Davis and 1 on the mound for Coach Nicholson. 10 total freshmen on this roster. 1-1 now. And Mendoza takes a off-speeder on the black for strike 2.
Yeah, that's good location right there. Not much Ethan could do with that one.
Mendoza with a walk, a run batted in last night, and a run scored in the Texas 12-2 victory over the Aggies. 1-2 pitch now. And Mendoza lays off a one that nearly in the dirt for ball 2, and the count now 2-2. Made the name to the SEC Baseball All-Defensive Team for his outstanding efforts in the infield. Now Pelosa fires away the 2-2 pitch. Mendoza rips one down the first base line. That is fair. Malt going all the way in the foul ball territory to retrieve it. Mendoza scattering towards second, and he's out. What a throw from right field as Mendoza tried to turn 2.
Malt just came up, played that ball perfectly off of the wall. He did not go to his glove, Cam. He actually barehanded it up for ricochet off the wall and threw a strike to second base. Folks, this is as good a defensive play for an outfielder we've seen. Now you'll see this season. That was outstanding. Took extra bases away from Mendoza.
An absolute seed from Kai Malt.
He went down
right
with
field.
his bare hand on a day when the turf's wet.
So 1 down for Texas. Adrian Rodriguez in now. Officially rolled as a single. Out at second on a 9-6 putout off that dart from Kai Mall. Rodriguez, the switch hitter, batting righty against the lefty Peloso. 1-0 pitch will miss, now 2-0. Peloso working from the left side, the first base side of the rubber. And now deals the 2-0 pitch. Rodriguez takes it for strike one. Came back with that fastball, now 2-1. Adrian 2 for 4 last night, the sophomore from Flower Mound, Texas. A pair of singles. Run batted in and a run scored. 2-1 pitch. Rodriguez rips one to left center. Howard, or rather Robbins, moving over and maneuvers and makes the grab for out ball high for ball one. Robbins delivering the go-ahead 2-run blast in the third inning, 450 feet over the Yeti yard. Texas trailing 2-0 early here in the first. 1-0 pitch, off speed outside. 3-2. Productive night in his Texas debut. 2 runs scored, 3 runs batted in. Now Peloso, deep breath, fires a 2-0. And Robbins takes ball 3. Another fastball that missed low.
Right over the top. It's got a little hop to it. It's interesting look from the young freshman.
And Peloso sets. Behind in this count, 3-0. Here's the 3-0 pitch to Robbins. He takes ball 4. Nothing to swing at there. Or sorry, that's ball 4. Robbins didn't know it was ball 4. And Texas draws a 2-out walk.
Robbins is a hitter. He's sitting in there. He's thinking about hitting. He didn't realize it was ball 4.
So he's on base with 2 outs. Now Carson Tinney, the designated hitter, transfer by way of Notre Dame. He drew 3 walks last night against the Aggies. And the righty takes the first pitch and takes a breaking ball inside. That'll be strike 1.
It's the first warning. You have to allow the hitter in college baseball to raise his eyes and look at you at the pitcher. You cannot start to come set. First one is a warning. The second one cost you a ball.
1-1 count. The pitch. And Tinney takes ball 2 outside.
Back-to-back changeups to start the at-bat.
2 outs for Texas, trailing 2-0. Tinney batted cleanup yesterday. Bats cleanup here, and he takes a fastball. That one in the zone for strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes now with 2 outs and a runner on first.
Well, he's throwing him 2 fastballs, Cam, and 2 changeups. See if he goes to the breaking ball here at 2-2.
Don't think we have seen it in this at-bat yet. Pizzolo, the 2-2 pitch, fouled off the end of the bat.
Went back to a heater.
We'll stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Robbins and Tinney, folks, you'll learn as Longhorn fans, have tremendous power to center and to right center. They stay inside the ball so well. It's what makes them so effective as hitters. And they're not big. They're both big and strong, but they're not big, strong pull hitters.
Pizzolo looks at first, now sets the 2-2 pitch outside, ball 3.
They should be playing behind him here as Robbins will be off with the pitch here, 3-2.
Pizzolo just walked Aiden Robbins with 2 outs. Danger of walking Carson Tinney. He drew 3 walks yesterday against the Aggies. Now the payoff pitch. Inside, nearly hits Tinney. That's ball 4. And Carson Tinney, who is known for his power, comes in and Keith, he's drawn 4 walks here in opening weekend.
Yeah, and I looked at the stats wrong. I thought that the last night, Craig and I were talking, I said, I don't think he walked that many times last year at Notre Dame, and he did walk 34 times, so he does have a good eye, but that's his 4th already this season. And this is what Borba's got to do. He's a junior, first baseman. He's a guy with big power. He's got to come in these situations and be that RBI guy.
Here is Casey Borba, the junior from Santa Ana, California. 2 on, 2 outs. The first pitch to Casey, and stays away from a fastball that misses outside for ball 1.
21 pitch inning already, so it's been a long inning for both of these starting pitchers. The top of the first, Harrison threw a ton of pitches.
Borba struggling in his first 3 at-bats and then double. Gave us 2 runs off of 1 hit, 1 walk, and a hit batter in that opening frame. Harrison's 1-0 pitch in the zone for strike 1. Harrison throwing 17 pitches in that first inning. Keith, you mentioned it, a little bit of a longer inning for both starting pitchers. The 1-1 breaking ball in the turf for ball 2.
Yeah, I've seen Luke pitch an awful lot. He doesn't have great feel right now, great command of the strike zone.
His 2-1 pitch ripped towards third base. Becerra off a 1-hop fields it. Long throw the first in time for out number 1.
Boy, I said it last night and I'll say it again. Casey Borba's already impressed me. That's about the 4th pick as he's had to make. A good first baseman can make you feel real good as an infielder. And that was a good play by Borba to take the pick on the low throw.
And Borba taking over at first in place of Kimball Schuessler, who Jim Schlossnagle called the best defensive first baseman he's ever seen.
He worked at it very hard, and his normal position had been behind the plate for his whole life. Said he never played first until he started working on it in the fall 2 years ago.
Now Elijah McNeil, the shortstop for UC Davis, takes ball 1, a curveball outside. Now the 1-0 pitch from Harrison. A fastball, a slow roller towards third, and that ball turns foul. Be strike 1. Texas replacing a lot of production at the plate, Keith, but also some great defensive players. Think about Max Ballou in the outfield, Kimball Schuessler, Rylan Galvan at center, Jalen Flores in the infield. Coach Schlossnagle going to have a couple weeks to figure out his defensive assignments here.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Borba played a lot of third, moved over to first. Mendoza, outstanding, an all-defensive SEC player. Rodriguez moving over to short. Obviously, got to watch how he progresses there.
Harrison now the 1-1 offering to McNeil. A fastball catching just the top half of the zone for strike 2.
But in this ballpark, one of the toughest outfields to play in all the country here at the Dish, that becomes a huge part of your defensive scheme. 1
out, 1-2 count. There's a pitch from Harrison. Breaking ball, and he's got McNeil swinging. First strikeout for Luke Harrison, the 2026 season, and now 2 outs.
Well, he had McNeil out in front there on a breaking ball, and looking for the fastball and just swung at the fastball, and then the late bend and the change of speeds got him off balance and gets the strikeout.
That's one of the few times, Keith, we've seen Luke ahead in the count.
Yep.
He's able to play offense there. It pays off. Now Kai Malt, who swings and misses for strike 1 on the fastball, and Malt responsible for that incredible play out in right field to throw out Mendoza.
Outstanding play.
A 9-hole hitter here for the Aggies. 0-1 pitch from Harrison. Breaking ball, 84 miles per hour, misses low for ball 1. You've seen Luke maybe get a little bit more confidence here, more of a rhythm.
We saw the same thing from Ruger last night. It is opening season. The lights are on. There's a different color uniform in the building.
1-1 goes off of Harrison, deflects into second. No throw from Mendoza. And so Kai Malt gets a lucky break, and now he's on first base with 2 outs.
Well, Harrison falls to the third base side, and with his body turned, he just couldn't get his glove back. As his body turns and goes toward third, he tries to reach back. You don't want to go with your bare hand, though, as a pitcher. And he started to put his bare hand out there. He's going to be okay, but hey, hitting your body, that's one thing, but hitting your pitch in hand, that's another.
Here's now Braden Woldridge, leadoff man for UC Davis. Runner on first and 2 outs. Lefty first lefty matchup. Harrison throws back to first. Keith, I think Luke saw Kai make that play with his bare hand in right field and thought, let me try it here on this play.
not 60 feet 6 inches away. I don't care how good a pitch you made. Ball's coming off a little harder than that.
Woldridge scored the game's first run after being hit by a pitch to start tonight's game and swings and misses on Harrison's curveball. That'll be strike 1. 0-1 count with 2 outs. Malt on first. Fifth base runner for the Aggies tonight. 0-1 pitch. There's that curveball again. Beautiful for strike 2. And Harrison now ahead in this account. 0-2 with 2 outs. Can be aggressive here. Takes a deep breath. Looks out towards first base. Fires back to first.
That's Luke's best move is the step off snap throw. He has been working on a regular move to get that better, but when he really thinks he's got a chance to pick you off, he'll go to the quick step snap throw.
Count still 0-2. 2 outs, runner on first. Texas trailing 2-0 here. The 0-2 trailing 2-0. First pitch. A fastball at the hands for ball 1. The Longhorns threatened that first inning, Keith. Just a fantastic defensive play from right field, prevented a double.
That's the play of the night so far, no question.
And then 2 left stranded with 2 outs. The 1-0 pitch. And a fastball taken for ball 2. 22 pitches thrown in that opening inning for Jack Pizzolo, making his collegiate debut for UC Davis. The freshman lefty getting the call on this Saturday night. 2-0 pitch now, and Ermis takes ball 3. So we saw Pizzolo start to lose his locations at the end of that first inning, Keith, and I think it's kind of translating over here to the second.
25 pitches total now in the ball game.
3-0 count for Andrew Ermis, leadoff hitter for Texas in the second. 3-0 pitch. Ermis takes the fastball for strike 1. The 6'1" junior. Led Temple batting average .338 a year ago. 3-1 count here. The 3-1 pitch, fastball high, ball 4. And Andrew Ermis draws a leadoff walk in the second.
Well, 3 walks, true freshman, first start. You know, you got to find the strike zone. You got to start, you got to take advantage of these scenarios when you get those free passes. There's no defense for a free pass, but you want to make sure that you find a way to produce something from it.
Is there an adjustment for a freshman pitcher? I mean, he comes in, I'm sure the adrenaline is pumping, and then once it starts to fade, you got to learn how to navigate that, I would imagine.
First visit, you know, you get 6 in a ball game. Good time probably to go out and talk to the freshman and just say, all right, let's settle in here.
So 1 on for Texas, nobody out. Temo Becerra, the redshirt senior infielder from Clovis, California. The transfer from Stanford.
You can't be selfish. You got to let the other guys play. But to let the other guys play, you got to throw strikes. You got to let them get involved.
Another ball thrown by Pizzolo to Becerra. He's walked 3 Texas batters now. 3 of the last 4 he's faced. 1-0 pitch. And Becerra takes breaking ball inside for strike 1. 1-1 count. Leadoff man aboard for Texas. Becerra 1 for 3 last night. Waits the 1-1. Runner goes, and Becerra will launch one to left field on a line. Goes right to the glove of Woldridge for out number 1. And retreating back to first base is Ermis.
A little hit and run right there. Just hit it right on the button, just right at the left fielder, but trying to get some action going. I like that. Got a good jump. Put a good swing on it.
Not a helping wind here at the dish. It was almost 0-1 when this game started, and now ever so slightly a couple miles per hour out left to right field instead of the traditional right to left here. Now Maddox Mansour making his Texas debut. The freshman from Carrollton, Georgia, right-handed batter, takes fastball inside for ball one. Mansour, 5'11" freshman, waits the 1-0 pitch, fouls it off, and now 1-1. The runner on first for Texas. Mansour represents the game's tying run.
Now first at bat, gonna have some nerves. Right-handed hitter stands right up on top of the plate.
Pizzolo deals away the 1-1. And Mansour with a whiff on a curveball for strike two.
Changed speeds that time, had him out in front.
Mansour batting in the 8-hole. Anthony Pack Jr., another freshman, in the 9-hole. Two freshmen at the bottom of this order for Coach Schlossnagle. 1-2 now. Mansour will strike out. Pizzolo went back to that off-speeder and got him swinging for his first strikeout in a UC Davis uniform. 2 down. And now, maybe the most outstanding player from last night's victory, Anthony Pack Jr., the Pac-Man. Freshman outfielder from Lakewood, California, who was phenomenal. A 3 for 3 in his Longhorn debut. The lefty awaits the first pitch from Pizzolo. And we'll take it for strike one, a fastball there from the freshman. Pack 2 runs scored, a pair of runs batted in and a walk. Compiled the most hits by a Texas freshman in a season opener since CJ Hinojosa did it in 2013. A 1 pitch, and Pack ground ball towards first. That is foul.
Pretty good opening day.
Can't be much better. You breaking records already? Future is bright for Anthony Pack Jr. Runner on first for Texas, 2 outs, 0-2 count. What can Pack do here? Runner goes. Here's the throw from Jet, third base for Texas defensively. Now Ryan Lee. And Lee takes strike one from Harrison off of Luke's curveball. Lee drove in the first run rather of tonight's game. He's 1 for 1 with an RBI.
3 for 4 in the series so far. He's got a lot of hits, 3 so far in this series.
Harrison now. The 0-1 pitch, and Lee takes a curveball for strike two. Luke's been so much better when he's ahead in these counts, Keith.
Well, you want to pitch ahead. Any pitcher does, but for Harrison, it is very important to him to jump out in front.
0-2 count with 1 out. Nobody aboard here in the third. And the southpaw will deal. Will just miss the inside corner for ball one. Lee playing at third base tonight for UC Davis. And Keith mentioned 3 hits in this series. Team high. So he takes.
Ooh, where was that pitch?
Ball 2.
Harrison thought it was a strike.
Takes a elongated walk around the circle. He can't believe that wasn't strike 3.
It's a breaking ball, and he's trying to bring it back to the outside corner. He thought it was strike 3.
2-2 off the bat in the left field. Mansour races over and snags it for out number 2. Harrison now has retired the first 2 batters in this third inning, bringing aboard Joey Wright, second baseman.
It's good to get the first 2 outs. Go ahead and finish it right here. You go back to the previous inning, he got the first 2, and then he gave up the base hit to continue it. You get 2 2 outs as a catcher, I used to always try to get my pitcher, hey, let's get that third one right now. And any chance of them try to put some hits back to back.
Off-speed pitch outside for ball one. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Comes right back with the curve. And Wright watches it for strike two. Joey Wright, second baseman, reached on a fielder's choice in the first inning. 1 for 4 this weekend. The 1-1 pitch. Hit softly towards right field. Pack will play it off a 1-hop, and it will be a 2-out single for Joey Wright and the Aggies. Just like the second inning.
They don't go quickly. They keep grinding through at bats, Cam.
Another 2-out base runner for UC Davis. Now Keenan Anzai, the first baseman. The sacrifice bunt in the first. That scored the game's second run. Still 2-0 here as Harrison will snap, throw the first base. Tag not in time. Anzai last night for UC Davis, throwing 1 inning, giving up 4 hits, 4 runs. As Harrison finds the zone for strike one with a fastball. 1 strikeout as well for Anzai. UC Davis has a couple two-way players, including Braden Woolridge, the leadoff man, who I imagine we'll see at some point this weekend. 0-1 pitch, curve outside for ball one. Harrison now up to 43 pitches. Looks over at first with 2 outs. The 1-1 pitch. Check swing did not go, however.
Great location with that slider that time. That's the harder of the 2 breaking balls. Just laid off of it.
2-1 now. Anzai did not hit yesterday. Second at bat here. 2-1, fouled off. Luke Harrison along with Ruger Riojas and Max Grubbs contemplated entering the MLB draft, decided to come back. Loud. 0-1 to Anthony Pack, a fastball outside for ball one.
He's been able to pitch out of jams in the first and pitched around a leadoff walk in the second. So he's got 39 pitches under his belt right now.
The lefty freshman facing the lefty batter Anthony Pack. Anthony Pack Jr. will foul one off, and this ball will leave dish. It'll be 1-2. I'll mention the outstanding night for Anthony Pack Jr. A double to left center in his first at bat as a Longhorn. The lead off the third inning. Maybe signs to come here. 1-2 count as Texas trails 2-0. Game 2 of the 2026 season. Pizzolo's 1-2 pitch outside. No chance for Pack. He takes ball 2.
Yeah, overthrew that one a little bit, trying to aim in a little bit. Got his body. He was not in control in his windup. He does throw out of the stretch most of the time, which I really recommend for young pitchers.
Anthony Pack, the freshman from Lakewood, California. The 2-2 pitch, ground ball to first, foul. And we'll stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. In addition to that double to left center, also had a bases loaded single in the 5th inning to score 2 runs. Put Texas up 7-1. 2-2 count here. Pizzolo deals, and Pack will strike out. And that's his first strikeout in a Longhorn uniform. Second of the night for Pizzolo. Back-to-back strikeouts. 1 down here in the home half of the 3rd.
A good location with that fastball. Might have caught Pack looking for a breaking ball in a lefty-lefty matchup that time and just snuck the fastball finding. Now, second time through the order, advantage goes a little more to the hitters.
Ethan Mendoza, who did single down the first base side in the first inning, was thrown out by Kai Malt, trying to take second. And Mendoza takes a breaking ball for strike 1. Longhorns with 4 base runners tonight, but None have gotten the third yet. 0-1 count. Mendoza waits. Here it comes. Swings and misses on a fastball for strike 2.
Change speeds. Hitting's about rhythm and timing, and right now he's doing a nice job keeping the Longhorns off balance. Out in front of the breaking ball and behind the fastball.
Leadoff hitter for Texas. Behind 0-2 with 1 out. The 0-2 pitch goes down looking. Beautiful off-speed pitch from Pizzolo. Now 3 straight strikeouts. This one gets Mendoza looking.
He comes right back with an off-speed pitch. I believe it's the changeup. He's got great arm speed with it. And because of that, he gets out in front. Mendoza just gives up on it, thinks it's inside, and in for the strikeout.
So 2 down, bases cleared. Now Adrian Rodriguez, the shortstop, flied out to left center. His first at bat. And Rodriguez watches a fastball catch the inside corner for strike 1. Pizzolo really in a groove now. Has retired the last 4 Longhorns he's faced. Another 0-1 pitch. Rodriguez, a chopper towards third. That's foul. Scatters back to the Aggie dugout. Rodriguez, 2 singles last night, 2 for 5 overall this week. With hand surgery on his left hand, it bothered him for all of last season. Took some time off the summer, still bothered him when he came back. Here's an 0-2 pitch, and that just missed outside for ball 1. Pizzolo and the UC Davis defense thought that was strike 3.
Yeah, half of the infield was headed to the dugout.
But Rodriguez stays in. 1-2 count, 2 outs. Texas trailing 2-0 here in the third. The 1-2 pitch. Rodriguez takes a fastball for ball 2. So
50th pitch, of the night. So I think that first outing, probably 75 is the total number.
No one in the Aggies bullpen yet. Count is 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Rodriguez goes down swinging. Jack at Harrison now. The 0-1 pitch, and Peterson will foul it off home plate for strike 2. They've had a hit in every inning so far, but have not really pieced together consecutive hits, and therefore still 2-0. But have taken the first lead in both games here in Austin this weekend. Of course, coached by former Longhorn Tommy Nicholson. Harrison.
A little quick pitch.
Yeah. Fastball 2. That'll miss inside for ball 1. Peterson 0 for 1, flied out to right field. As Harrison comes back with the curveball, just misses outside for ball 2. Drawing the ire of the Dish Falk crowd. We have turned up despite the game time being moved about 3 different times. Supposed to be a 2 p.m. first pitch, then a noon pitch, then move back to 6:30. 2-2 now. Peterson watches the fastball just miss high for ball 3. I think 2 good pitches from Harrison. But Peterson laying off him. Cal did not appear in yesterday's game, so making his season debut for the Aggies. And now the grad student, Luke Harrison, will retire him for his 3rd strikeout.
Just got enough movement on that fastball, turned it over out in front, started running away, and tried to check his swing and just could not as the ball started moving away from him. That's a good 2-seamer right there for the strikeout.
1 down now for Luke Harrison. Evan Gentile, catcher. Will take ball 1 on the pitch inside below the belt buckle. 1-0 count. Well, the scouting report on Luke Harrison, Keith, he doesn't want to pitch with a punch out. He just wants to keep hitters balanced. He wants to go deep into games. And that's what he's done so far tonight. 3 strikeouts, but pitching here in the 4th inning, he's only thrown 54 pitches.
He just he keeps you in the ball game. That's what he wants to do. Change his speeds, and now he's got one of the better fastballs we've seen from him tonight. That one was at 93 miles an hour.
That might be the highest velo we've seen from him tonight. Heading this count now, 1 ball and 2 strikes with 1 out, nobody aboard.
Their fastball in there, only this one stayed up in the middle of the plate. And Gentile did not miss it. He got on top of it, barrel out in front, rifled it down into the corner. A 1 out runner in scoring position.
That's Gentile's first hit of the season. Now Elijah McNeil, the runner in scoring position, and 1 out. Harrison checks on second, now steps off and will fire to second base. First extra base hit for UC Davis in the series. A couple of base knocks last night. Now McNeil will swing out a ball on the turf for strike 1. Came out of his shoes there off of Harrison's curve.
He has not gotten cheated at the plate in this entire series. He's gotten his swings in. He hadn't made a lot of contact.
0 for 4 overall. Another swing and miss there on that curveball. Yeah, McNeil with 4 strikeouts in the series, Keith.
Yeah, you can see the young fresh. He's pressing a little bit.
Shortstop from Dublin, California. 0-2 pitch, ground ball to third, foul. McNeil, one of 3 freshmen in this batting lineup for UC Davis. 10 incoming freshmen for Tommy Nicholson in his 5th season. Aggies in their last year in the Big West before moving to the Mountain West Conference. 0-2 pitch from Harrison. McNeil goes down.
The corner, you think, all right, leadoff double to start the game. Great play, a barehanded pickup and throw to rifle him down at second base.
Harrison checks on second. Another 2-0 pitch. Off speeder in the zone for strike 1. Count now 2-1. UC Davis has had a base runner in every inning tonight. Texas trying to strand this one on second with 2 outs. Harrison's 2-1 pitch. Inside, that'll miss.
I don't know how it missed him. Malt did not move, and I don't know how the ball didn't get a piece of him.
(3-1) count with 2 outs. Another 3-1 pitch. Fastball right over the plate for strike 2, and the count now full. Harrison's done a good job of avoiding full counts tonight. That pitch count now close to 60 here in this 4th inning. Runner on second for the Aggies. He drew a walk in his first plate appearance. Back at the plate here to lead off this 4th. Longhorns trailing by 2 runs. First pitch to Robbins, takes it for strike 1.
Well, he's found some rhythm, Cam, and he doesn't look like a freshman. He got through those jitters early in the game, and since then he has really mixed his changeup and his breaking ball and his fastball well.
0-1 pitch to Robbins, fastball outside for ball 1. There's a span there, Keith, where he had walked 3 of the 4 batters he had faced.
Yeah,
looked like maybe he was losing it, but he's now retired 5 consecutive batters after that. 1-1 pitch to Robbins. Rips one towards. Boy, 2 slip-ups from the UC Davis outfield. Let's see how the freshman Pizzolo now will pitch with a runner behind his back on third. First time of the night he's had the pitch with a runner on third base. 1-0 pitch. Tenney fouls it off, and it'll be 1-1.
Good hack right there. Just fouled it back.
Tenney with 4 walks this weekend.
I believe that's a double and an error. They're going to call that a double and a miscue in the outfield.
Second hit for Texas tonight. The 1-1 pitch to Tinney. And he stays away from that changeup that was high and away for ball 2. That's the first defensive error of the night from either side. The second one by UC Davis this weekend. The pitch to Tinney. Again, the changeup. That'll miss. Ball 3, 3-1. And Carson Tinney, who walked in his first plate appearance, a pitch away from walking again.
He's just done a good job of not expanding the strike zone in this series.
Hitters count for the junior from Castle Pines, Colorado. 3-1 pitch. That finds the zone for strike 2. Count now full.
3-1 changeup.
Pozzolo hasn't thrown a fastball in this at bat. Runner on third, nobody out. The payoff pitch to Tinney. Got him swinging. A huge strikeout for the freshman.
Went back-to-back changeups, 3-1 and 3-2. Just had Tinney out in front of it.
Up to 5 strikeouts now. Keith, Jack Pozzolo has struck out 5 of the last 6 batters he's faced, and in between there is Aiden Robinson's double, reaching third off of the error in the outfield. Now Casey Borba. Borba's second at bat after reaching off a fielder's choice in the first. First pitch to Borba. That changeup high inside for ball 1. Well, Borba has struggled with scores with runners in scoring position. 2 on when he came to the plate in the first inning. Now the 1-0 pitch. Borba takes strike 1.
Nice job of mixing his pitches. Using his fastball enough to have the Longhorns think about it. But when he's got in trouble, he's gone to his changeup to get some outs.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and a runner on third. The 1-1 pitch. And Borba takes one line inside for ball 2. Has relied on that off speeder heavily since giving up that double. Big at bat here for Casey Borba, the junior infielder. 2-1 pitch. Borba will swing and miss.
Change up again.
Texas batter struggling with Pozzolo's changeup here this 4th inning. Count now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pozzolo fires away. Borba takes ball 3, and this count now full. Back-to-back batters where Texas has worked the count full.
Well, I think as a hitter, Cam, you just cannot look fastball. You got to think off speed. The changeup's coming. Seems like every time he's had to make a big pitch, he's gone to it.
Runner on third. Texas trailing 2-0 with 1 out. Payoff pitch. Borba will send one flying out the left field foul.
Went back to the changeup.
That seems to be his safety blanket. He's not letting Texas get a fastball here. Borba back in. Count remains full. Texas looking for their first run of the night. The 3-2 pitch, and Borba goes down swinging.
Did he get a piece of it? Foul tip, held on. He did get a piece of it, Cam, but it was held on. Gentile. Well, that's a huge out. You had a man on third, nobody out. Back-to-back strikeouts. Borba just couldn't catch up to that.
2 critical strikeouts after that leadoff double from Aiden Robbins. How impressive would it be if the freshman can work around that leadoff extra base hit? Now Andrew Ermis, who walked against Pozzolo to start the 2nd inning. First pitch to Ermis. That changeup again.
Boy, he has gone to it a lot.
Finds his zone there.
He hasn't thrown a curveball since the 2nd inning. It's been fastball changeup, one of the 2 every pitch.
0-1 now with 2 outs. Pozzolo fires away. Big hack from Ermis that'll miss for strike two. Zolo has struck out.
Both changeup. See if he goes to the high fastball here.
Ermis, the transfer from Temple College. The 0-2 pitch.
That was the pitch to go to. I like the location. Doing a nice job. You wanted that ball up. Cam, you didn't want a fastball for a strike. You want one up that maybe you can get a hitter go chasing it. It's going to come back to the changeup. It's been his MO.
1-2 count, 2 outs, runner on third for Texas, trailing 2-0. 1-2 pitch, fouled off by Ermis. Texas with a leadoff double, their first hit since the opening inning. But Robbins has been lonely at third base. Back-to-back strikeouts from the freshman Jack Pizzolo. Has Ermis on a 1-2 count. Another 1-2 pitch. Ermis lines one down the left field line, foul.
Somebody went up barehanded and almost made a good play. That had to sting a little bit. I mean, it's 60 degrees, 59 degrees. It's not that cold, but line drive at you barehanded? I don't think so.
Hoodie and sweatshirt weather here at the Dish tonight. Great turnout, all things considering. This place was flooding with water about 2 hours ago. Count still 1-2 with a runner on third. The pitch from Pizzolo popped up high towards first base. Racing over is NZ in foul ball territory, but this ball will drop actually in the field of play.
Ooh, that's a big break for Texas right there. Ball always comes back to the field of play. He overran it and lands behind him. That's a break. See if the Longhorns can take advantage of that. He looked down. When he took his eyes off of it, the ball moved a little bit. And that's one that you're, as a pitcher, you say pitches, because this will be the 74th pitch of the ball game for the left-hander. Maybe getting close to the end of his window.
Let's see if Ermis can make him pay for that mistake. Robbins on third with 2 outs. 1-2 pitch. Ermis takes ball 2. Fastball up top, that'll miss. He's relied heavily on that changeup the last couple innings. Texas has not figured it out. Let's see if he goes back to it here. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. The pitch. Ermis will pop one up towards third base, and this ball will leave the park foul. Going to come down on top of the roof here at Dish Falk Field. Second time through the lineup. Pizzolo has allowed just 2 hits, 3 walks, no runs. Longhorns have a base runner on third base. 2 outs on the board. The 2-2 pitch. Ermis fouls it off again. What an at-bat from the transfer from Temple College here.
He did go to a breaking ball there, different than the changeup. But it's been a quality at-bat if he can make it pay off. 10th pitch of the at-bat coming.
Still 2-2. Ermis's first start of the 2026 season. The 2-2 pitch. Fastball low for ball 3. Count now full.
He just missed with that one. Right at the bottom of the zone.
Crowd here at the Dish making some noise. Huge at-bat for Texas, trailing 2-0. Payoff pitch on the way. Ermis takes ball 4. Debut. And Becerra watched it come in for strike 1. Fastball there, catching the lower half part of the zone.
He's got to be right on the end of exhaustion. And this, again, been a long inning. See if you can pay for it right now.
0-1 pitch. Becerra takes one in the dirt for ball 1. Good block from Gentile. Not had a wild pitch or pass ball in tonight's contest from either side. 1-1 count. Robbins on third, Ermis on first.
Taking advantage in that first inning of the leadoff walk and the hit batter. And since then, Harrison has been outstanding. 6 strikeouts since that point.
Now we'll face Ryan Lee. Safe with a dub out. Doug safe on second base and some jawing between Borba and Ryan Lee there.
And it just did. Borba put a tag on him when he was there. It's just a nature of the game. That's just what happens when you're playing game and you get in competitive situations.
Yeah, Borba just kept the tag on him because the way he came in the second base.
Yeah, just to make sure he's over. And then he reached up and slapped his glove away. And so that's going to, both sides are going to, it's just competitive nature.
That seemed one way to me. Now Joey Wright at the plate. And Wright takes ball one as Harrison's curveball will miss high and away. Well, UC Davis now hit in every inning. 5 hits so far tonight against Luke Harrison. 2 extra base.
A little timeout here.
1-0 count here. 2 outs on the board. 1-0 pitch. Ground ball played to short. Rodriguez fires the. Larson steps in against Tyler Wood to start off this home half of the 5th. First pitch. And Larson takes strike 1. Fastball at 90 miles an hour for out number 1.
Yeah, hit that ball right on the button. Just right at the right fielder.
What do you remember about your first collegiate start?
Well, we played right here. No, I take that at Clark Field and had a good day. I think I was 1 for 2 with a walk and made a couple plays and we won a ball game. That's what I remember.
That's what matters, right? Getting the win. Anthony Pack Jr. now. And first pitch is fouled off third base side out of the park. Pac-Man, as they call him, struck out the lead off the 3rd inning against Jack Pizzolo. Now at the plate here with nobody on and 1 out. Texas trailing 2-0. Offense sleeping still. 0-1 pitch. We'll miss outside for ball 1. Does the effect of having the game time change 3 times have any effect, you think, on these players?
You know, I don't think it does. I know that Coach Slosh brought them in early to feed them and have breakfast. So they got up this morning thinking they were going to play at noon, and then he sent them away from the ballpark. He didn't want them hanging around here all day, and then brought them back to a normal time for 6:30. So, the early morning breakfast, it might have been a little different if you knew you had back-to-back night games. This ball fouled away, but I think mentally right now it's been what's happening 60 feet 6 inches away from them.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out for Anthony Pack. The freshman playing out in right field. Waits the 2-2 pitch and takes an off-speed changeup perhaps for ball 3. Count now worked full by Anthony Pack Jr. 3 for 3 last night. 2 runs batted in, and a walk in his collegiate debut in the Burn Orange. 3-2 pitch. Pack takes ball 4. A good at bat for the freshman. And so far in these 2 games, Anthony Pack Jr. in the 9-hole getting on base.
He's been setting the table. See, back to the top of the order, but a new pitcher, so it's not like you're getting to see the same guy for the 3rd time.
Be Ethan Mendoza, 1 for 2 tonight. Struck out looking against Pizzolo in the 3rd. Remember, led off for Texas with a single, thrown out, going for 2. His first pitch takes a big hack for strike 1. Wood a righty as opposed to the lefty Pizzolo, who got the start for UC Davis. And unlike Pizzolo, Tyler Wood has not dyed his hair beach blonde. have reached for the Longhorns here with 1 out. 1-0 pitch to Robbins. Takes a big hack at it for strike 1 on the off-speeder.
He's got a big breaking ball. It's a big breaker. He's got some swings and misses.
Robbins 1 for 1 with a walk today, including a double. Jack swing, did he go? No. First base umpire Michael Snover said he did not, so 2-1. Remember, Robbins led off the 4th with a double, reached 3rd off an error, but could not be brought home. But now a chance to put Texas in front. Tied up at 2-2 here in the 5th. Wood checks on second, now fires to second, but no tag. Coach Law is trying to build a more aggressive, a more physical, more stronger, faster baseball club in his 2nd year. He said it'll take probably 2 to 3 more years to get the roster the way he wants it to be. The 2-1 pitch into the left side. That's a base hit. A-Rod the 3rd and Aiden Robbins safe at first. In Texas now 3 consecutive hits. They have runners on the corners.
Well, just a nice job of taking a ball middle in and just muscling it to left field. Got in on him a little bit, but just that shows you how strong Robbins is. Just to muscle that through the infield. Chance here to grab the lead. Walk, homer, double, single. All of a sudden, right back in the ball game.
Game has flipped, Keith. Now Evan Gentile, the catcher, calling out the defense here. As Carson Tinney to the plate. And Tinney lays off a breaking ball inside for ball 1. Aiden Robbins having a fantastic night. A walk, a double, and a single as he's on first base. A-Rod at 3rd, and Tinney, who's 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. Trying to put Texas on top. And Wood will miss down low for ball 2. 5 starts last year for UC Davis, 15 appearances. No checking, not first. 2-0 pitch to Tinney. He takes it for strike 1.
Yeah, I went to a 2-0 slider there.
Robbins has speed on first base. He was a base stealer at Seton Hall. Now the 2-1. Tinney takes it, ball 3.
Yeah, good time to put him in motion here, 3-1. Try to stay out of the double play.
Runners on the corners here for Texas, tied up at 2 apiece. Runner goes, no throw from Gentile, and Robbins safely in at second with the stolen base.
Well,
Keith,
actually,
you called
it's ball 4.
Ball 4.
So
didn't even matter. Bases loaded. And out comes the UC Davis pitching coach.
got it going in this inning. A line out to start the inning. Pack walk. Mendoza's 2nd homer of the season. Dead straightaway center field. A-Rod doubled. Robbins singled hard to left. And then a walk to
on first. The first pitch to Borba. That'll miss for ball 1.
UC Davis at double play depth. They're looking for a ground ball in the middle of the infield. Corners are up.
Borba takes ball 2.
Well, you zone this out. You look for one pitch in one spot right here, something you know you can get in the air. You want to stay away from the double play for you're looking for a ball up that you can drive into the outfield.
2-0 pitch. Borba drives one to center field. Howard backing up at the warning track, makes the catch. Runners will tag, and Texas.
It felt like the throwback might have been in time. Nice job using their speed and finding a way to steal one. And Nice job of anticipating a third bounce throw. The throw comes back in.
UC Davis
Hit first slide into the plate.
Safe call at home.
They're going to review. He's called safe. I did not see a tag. The ball might have been there, but I did not see a tag on the first replay we saw before the hand crossed the plate. So they're appealing the call at home here in the double steal. Chance to look at it again. I just don't see a tag. The ball was there about the same time, but I don't see any tag, as I think the right hand gets in before there's any tag right there. It's tagged on the foot, but the hand has already crossed the plate. I think this is going to stand. The Longhorns are going to have a 4-2 lead.
I think you're right, Keith. Call in the field that Robbins was safe at home. And based off those replays, I believe this will stand as a run for Texas. There's been, well, here comes the referees out right now. So here comes the call from C.J. Burdett.
After review, the call is safe. UC Davis has one challenge remaining.
So Aiden Robbins safe. Texas now a 4-2 lead. What a night. The center fielder Keith will walk, a double, a single, and a run scored. But Texas still is in business here. Carson Tinney with the stolen base at second. 2 outs for Andrew Ermis. The 0-1 pitch. Ermis, chopper towards first. That's foul. Went out a few yards towards first base. May have fouled that one off of his foot here.
Yeah, he wears a guard on that front foot. Still got a piece of it.
Taking his time back. Doug Williams asked him, good to go, and he says, yep. Let's get to it. 0-2 count. Ermis, ground ball to the right side. Smothered by right. The throw back to first base. In time. Andrew Ermis lost to challenge it here. The Longhorns facing inside the start this 6. 0-2 pitch right back to Harrison. Fields it off a 1-hop. Will turn and fire the first base. And Casey Borba is there for the putout for out number 1. Well, this time, Keith, he was able to field it with his glove and not his bare hand.
Yeah, much. I think that's the first lesson you learn is, that's why you're wearing a glove.
1 down. Here comes Kyle Peterson. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Peterson takes ball 1. It's a Texas team, Keith, that Coach Schlossnagle thinks has a lot more pitching depth than a year ago. 1-0 pitch. Peterson takes it for strike 1. He felt like last year he knew who his top guys were. Fulantes, Grubbs, Riojas, Jared Spencer, Harrison, but the rest of the unit he wasn't sure about. This year he feels much more confident in the depth. Brought in so many talented freshmen, obviously added some key pitchers from the portal. Now the 1-1 pitch, and Peterson takes a fastball at the belt for ball 2. But Harrison's a guy, Keith, that's going to be a big part of this pitching rotation as a number 2 starter. Team defending their SEC championship from a year ago. 2-1 pitch.
I mean, this is a strong outing in his first appearance. He gave up 2 in the first, and since then he has been spectacular. 86 pitches now in the ballgame.
3-1 count to Kyle Peterson. This ball blasted high towards left field, and that is foul. We'll stay at 3 balls, but now 2 strikes with 1 out. That may have been some lightning out in the distance there, Keith Moreland. Had a little thunderstorms earlier today. That's why the start time was pushed back from noon to 7 p.m. It's still hanging around 60 degrees here in Austin, Texas. Count has been worked full by Kyle Peterson. Harrison kind of swing on the mound. Now the payoff pitch. Goes up top. Ball 4, that'll miss. And Luke Harrison will walk just his second batter tonight.
Tying run now comes to the plate.
How short is the leash here? Well, here comes Jim Schlossnagle out. And I think I just answered my own question there. That may be it for Luke Harrison.
Coach Schloss makes the pitching change. It was a good night.
Fantastic night for Luke Harrison. It will be done after 5 1/3 pitched.
If you're just tuning in, UC Davis scored 2 in the top of the first, and then Luke Harrison was just outstanding after that. Longhorns came back with 4th spot in the bottom of the 5th to take a 4-2 lead. So we play here in the top of the 6th with a runner at first base, and Thomas Burns into the game.
Burns named to the All-SEC preseason 3rd team, the Baseball America preseason All-America 3rd team. Big reliever for Texas last season. And the first call to the bullpen for Jim Schlossnagle here. As for the 2nd straight day, the starting pitcher for Texas has gone at least 5 innings. Ruger Riojas pitched 5 yesterday. Luke Harrison pitching 5 1/3 tonight. And Luke leaves the ball game with Texas in front, 4-2. Runner on first for UC Davis, 1 out. It'll be Evan Gentile at the plate. The catcher, Gentile, 1 for 2 with a double tonight. The first pitch, swipes at it for strike 1.
Starts him off with a nasty pitch right there. Couldn't check his swing. Slider cutter type pitch, barrel out in front.
Burns, a right-handed pitcher, working from the third base side of the rubber. Now the 0-1 pitch, big swing and miss for strike 2. 96 miles per hour. He was asked in preseason availabilities, Keith, hey, are you throwing 100? He kept saying, I guess we'll see. 96 there, but he's got some heat to him. 0-2 for Gentile. Burns now fires away. Fastball 98 high and away. Ball 1, however. And some more.
You got an aggressive hitter, so you don't have to make a pitch in the middle of the zone right here.
Peterson on first after the 1-out walk. Tying run at the plate for UC Davis. 1-2 pitch, and a fastball blows right by Gentile for strike 3. Thomas Burns, his first strikeout. Now 2 down for UC Davis with the runner on first.
Well, just climbed the ladder with the heater. Couldn't get on top of it. And you got a young hitter here coming to the plate that struggled. So I wouldn't slow it down.
Elijah McNeil 0 for 5. 5 strikeouts. First pitch to McNeil. Did not swing. He'll take strike 1. Well, he's learning. Burns added
slider.
2 pitches this offseason. Keith, a splitter, and dropped his changeup in addition to that slider and fastball. 0-1 pitch from Burns. McNeil swipes at it for strike 2. 96 on the gun.
Well, I wouldn't change anything. Attack.
Burns has thrown nothing but strikes since coming in out of the bullpen. Runner on first, 2 outs. McNeil down 0-2 here in this at-bat. Burns sets. 1 for 3 last night, 1 for 5 this week. He'll face Peter Storyahan here in this 6th inning. Texas leading 4-2 as Becerra takes ball 1. Fastball low in the dirt outside. Becerra batted 8th last night, moved up 1 spot. Here in the 7 hole, 1-0 pitch nearly hits him on the helmet. Ducks out of the way, a fastball there for ball 2.
This is an inning where you can really maybe separate yourself right now and not necessarily put it away because it's a very close ball game, but this is when you need to expand right here and make it much easier on yourself and your pitching staff to finish the ball game with a W.
Is this where the biggest talent gap is between Power 5 schools and mid-majors, is the bullpen?
Probably, but just because of the depth of the number of personnel you can bring in, the depth of the arms that you can bring in as far as velocity. I know velocity is not all about pitching because we saw a young man today, 89-90, pitched extremely well early in the game, but his ability to change speeds and pitch is much different. So I think that late in ball games, it is about depth for some schools where they struggle is between starter and getting to their closer or the guy that they close games with.
Count 3-1 for Temo Becerra. The 3-1 pitch. Becerra takes a fastball at the belt for strike 2.
Smart player, leadoff hitter, 3-1. You know, sometimes you can be selfish, but hey, right now you want to be a base runner. You understand you got a chance to separate. You need a leadoff base runner.
Batted .330 for the Cardinal a year ago. 3-2 pitch, takes ball 4, leadoff walk drawn by Temo Becerra.
Turn into runs. So good at bat, start the inning.
O'Keefe.
Bullpen is up and going for the Aggies.
4 times tonight, the leadoff man has gotten aboard for Texas. That does include Mendoza, who was thrown out at second. So I'll give you 3 of the 6 have gotten on board. Funny enough, none of those runners have scored tonight. That 4-1 fifth inning came with 1 out. Now Ashton Larson, the pinch hitter. The big swing for strike 1.
He stayed in the game in left field, his second at bat in the ballgame. He lined a ball right at the right fielder to lead off that 5th inning.
The junior from Overland Park, Kansas, transferred in from SMU. 0 for 3, so 5-2. Ashton Larson, however, thrown out, trying to stretch that double. Pack, who walked it.
Longhorns with a run across in the inning already, a chance to blow this thing wide open.
And it was the top of the batting order in the 5th that really got things going for Texas. Mendoza with that 2-run shot in the 5th, and Rodriguez doubled. Aiden Robbins singled. He would later score, stealing home. So the top of this Texas order found some momentum in the 5th inning, getting to the UC Davis bullpen, and now we'll face, so far, Keith, the Pac-Man. I keep bragging on him, but 6 plate appearances. He's walked twice. He's got 4 hits. That's pretty good.
Yes, he's done his job.
So now Ethan Mendoza, who is 2 for 3 tonight. That single in the 1st, throwing out, going for 2nd. A strikeout looking in the 3rd, a 2-run homer in the 5th, his 2nd of the season, his 2nd in 2 games for Texas. Now facing the righty Barnes, the runner on 2nd and 1 out. First pitch to Mendoza, outside in the turf for ball 1.
Scouting report says good slider, so right-handed hitters. He starts out Mendoza with a slider on the first pitch.
Barnes now the 1-0 pitch. Gets away from Gentile, and Pack will jog in the 3rd. Now he's 90 feet away.
Back-to-back breaking balls, the 2nd one in the dirt. Couldn't get the ball. Blocked. Infield will have to come up now.
So a 2-0 count for Mendoza. Pack now on 3rd base. And 1 out. Being rolled a wild pitch. 2-0. Ground ball up the middle.
How about Mendoza? He added a little strength and a little weight in the offseason. The leadoff hitter for Texas in 2 ball games has driven in 6 runs. So he's off to a fantastic start.
Well, it helps from the 9-hole hitter is Anthony Pack Jr. because he just keeps getting on base
and scoring.
Mendoza keeps bringing him home. Now Adrian Rodriguez, the switch hitter, batting lefty here against the righty Barnes. Runner on first with 1 out. Rodriguez takes ball 1. Adrian 1 for 3 with a double in his last at bat. Waits the 1-0 pitch, takes it outside for ball 2.
Got to pitch ahead. Showing you, anytime you pitch 2-0 and 3-1, you got real troubles. Hitters can set on 1 pitch in 1 location.
2-0 count, runner on first. The 2-0 pitch. A-Rod takes ball 3. Has worked very hard during his time away from swinging due to that hand surgery. Watched a lot of tape. Now the 3-0 pitch, and Rodriguez takes strike 1 on the outside corner.
Didn't have to be. That might have been that 3-0. Get it close.
Rodriguez was heading towards first base. And Doug Williams, the home plate umpire, made the call. Hitters count, runner on first, 1 out. Texas leading 6-2. Runner goes. Rodriguez will smash 1 out to left field. Woldridge on the run and makes an excellent grab with his right hand running backwards. Route number 2. Jackson Murphy, junior lefty from Fresno, California. Comes in this season after batting .244 for the Aggies. 1-0 pitch, swings and misses for strike 1.
Well, there's nothing fancy about that. Reach back, here it is. Can you catch up to it?
Burns faced 2 batters in the 6th. Struck them both out. The runner on second. 1-1 pitch. Goes off speed there for strike 2. So in the 6th, we saw Burns utilize that fastball. But now here in the 7th, using that off speeder.
Well, that was a good slider right there. Off speed pitch. See if he goes to a split here.
1-2. Got him swinging. Thomas Burns, his 3rd straight strikeout. 83 there, miles per hour.
I believe that was the split finger. I don't think that it had the break that he wanted. He left it up a little bit, but the change of speeds got the job done.
Yeah, if you're watching on the telecast there, 11 pitches, 9 strikes of the 11. And now he'll face the top of the batting order, Braden Woldridge, who was 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch and a run scored. First pitch, right towards second base, and Mendoza fields it cleanly for out number 1. Rather, out number 2.
Quick outs. Beautiful thing. It's quick outs.
Burns has retired. First 4 batters he's faced tonight. Texas still has not had a 1-2-3 inning defensively yet. UC Davis has strung together a couple 2-out hits in tonight's contest against Luke Harrison. Burns facing Tyler Howard. That's a 13-game hitting streak on the line. No hit yet tonight. And Howard playing catch-up there on a fastball for strike 1.
Yeah, he's had some good quality at bats, but very well be his hitting streak may be on the line right here.
A walk in the first did score for a long time. That run kept UC Davis in front. 0-1, breaking ball drops in perfectly for strike 2. Burns from the third base side of the rubber. 2 outs, nobody on. 0-2 pitch blows right by him. Carson Tinney at the plate. And Tinney first pitch. Fastball down the plate for strike one. Tinney so far tonight, 0 for 1 with a pair of walks. A big swing on a breaking ball for strike two. Has 5 walks so far in his first 2 games at the Longhorn. He's still looking for his first hit in the Texas uniform, however. Transfer from Notre Dame, 0-2 pitch, and Tinney will strike out on 3 pitches. Still looking for that first hit.
Well, that's a good slider, but that's exactly what we thought we would get, a bunch of good sliders, tough on right-handed hitters. Lead off out here in the 7th.
Now Casey Borba drove in a run with a sacrifice fly in the 5th inning. At the plate with nobody on and 1 out. Righty first righty matchup here. Borba first pitch, fouls it off. It'll be strike one, and Barnes relying heavily on that slider so far.
Yeah, he's 70% of the time. Okay, I mean, that's what you're going to see, especially right-handed hitters.
0-1. Borba waits the pitch. We'll take that fastball a little bit low for strike two. Borba with a strikeout in the 4th, reached on the fielder's choice in the 1st. Will launch one out to left field. This ball tailing towards the left field foul pole. That'll be just foul, Keith. Man, that was tattooed out towards the tennis center here in Austin, Texas.
Well, last night hit one like that as well, where he is a dead pull power hitter.
So recomposed himself in the batter's box after that.
He's going to get a slider.
Counts 1-2 with 1 out.
Ooh, got a fastball. Ran him up and in.
Casey looking back at him. Has any hitter been happy with a ball almost at your head?
No. That is no answer other than no.
2-2. Borba will send one deep out the center, but this one's going to die out there. Howard moving over, comes back to his right, and is there for out number 2. So 2 down. That'll bring up Andrew Ermis. Catcher 0 for 1 with a pair of walks tonight.
Almost earned a base hit his last time up. Did a nice job of hustling down the line. Just called out. He's had a good ball game.
That 11 pitch at bat. It turned into a walk in the 4th. Hails from Reagan High School, same high school as freshman Caleb Rogers. We've not yet seen so far this season, but we will. First pitch to Ermis. At the knees inside for ball 1. Quick update for you in Columbia, Missouri rather. Texas basketball leading at halftime 33-31.
Knew it was going to be a dogfight.
1-0 pitch.
Both teams absolutely in, I wouldn't say it's must-win scenario, but both of them are on the bubble.
Missouri needs it more than Texas, but both teams needing a win in a very tight SEC conference. Ermis pulls one foul towards the third base
Second time
side.
he's done one off of his foot. This one, he wears, as I said the first time, he wears a shin guard. But I think this one caught him more off the toe. It's a warm night. If it was 34 degrees, that really hurts. I can tell you.
Doesn't feel good either way.
It does not.
Back in the box. 2-1 count, 2 outs, nobody on for Texas, leading 6-2. 2-1 pitch. Irma stays away. Hitters count now. 3-1 fastball, low and outside. Irma's the JUCO bandit from Temple College. With a 3-1 pitch. Big swing and miss on a fastball. Can't catch up. Strike 2. The count now full.
But I like the aggressiveness. 3-1. He got a fastball. Let it go.
Count full with 2 outs. Nobody on. Barnes fires away the 3-2 pitch. Ball 4. And Andrew Ermis draws his 3rd walk of the night.
Nice job of laying off of that. The quality at bat.
Now Temo Becerra, the senior from Clovis, California. Temo last night for Texas, 1 for 3. An RBI single in the 7th inning. Walked in the run with the bases loaded. Tonight, 1 walk, 0 for 2 overall. Did score as a leadoff man in the 6th. Scored off of Ashton Larson's RBI double. That was Larson's first hit, by the way, in a Texas uniform. Now Temo here with Ermis on first and 2 outs. 0-1 pitch, now 0-2. Could be an at-bat that could spark Becerra here. 1 for 5 overall. Early portion of this season. 0-2 pitch. Becerra takes one high for ball 1, a fastball.
Well, I don't.
Simulcasting us on SEC Network Plus. 1-0 count now for Thomas Burns. Comes back with a strike. A handful of games this season where if you tune in to SEC Network Plus, you'll hear the radio broadcast from the zone. It'll feature Craig Way, Keith Merlin, Roger Wallace, myself, Cameron Parker, all season long. 1 ball and 1 strike for Thomas Burns. A miss high and outside for ball 2. Texas with no activity in the bullpen here. We'll see if Burns will pitch the 9th as well. Another 2-1 count to Ryan Lee. Lee takes ball 3. The first time so far we've seen Thomas Burns get the 3 balls in that bat.
Yeah, he's pitched ahead. He's had great command. And obviously, you're down to 6 outs. You need to get defensively. You don't want to lead off walk.
Lee 2 for 3. Will foul this pitch off. That may have gone off his foot.
I think this is off Ermis, the catcher.
Of course it is. Of course it is. He's been a magnet tonight.
Catchers take the blunt of everything.
Count now full for Thomas Burns. He's got 4 strikeouts. Lead off at bat here in the 8th for UC Davis, trailing 6-2. Burns sets. 3-2 pitch. And that'll miss high for ball 4. And Burns will allow his first base runner of the night. Ryan Lee.
21 pitches. He's been very efficient in the strike zone. See if he can come back and make one good pitch here, maybe get his infield to turn him a double play.
Ryan Lee, by the way, having an excellent opening series. got 5 hits and a walk. Now Joey Wright. And Wright will watch a fastball miss outside for ball 1. Burns facing the heart of this UC Davis lineup that has scored 2 runs tonight, 2 runs yesterday. 3 of them coming in the opening inning, both games. Runner on first here. 1-0 pitch, and Burns will miss again outside, ball 2. Thomas making his way to Austin out of Arizona State a year ago.
Bullpen starting to get active for Texas.
2-0 pitch, check swing, but in the zone for a called strike. Joey Wright batting .333 this season. 1 hit tonight. He's 2 for 6 in the series. Second baseman for the Aggies. Two and 1. Breaking ball missing outside, now 3-1. So Burns now falling behind here in this 8th inning. Jeopardy of walking back-to-back batters. Runner on first with nobody out here in this 8th inning. 3-1 pitch. Swing and miss. Strike 2.
This is a big pitch right here, Cam. You don't want to, you need to throw a strike.
Count is full, runner on first. Payoff pitch from Burns. That'll miss, ball 4, back-to-back walks from Burnsy.
I think you may see a pitching change here.
Let's see. Keeping an eye on the Texas dugout, Max Weiner. Utilizing the walkie-talkie, looking towards the bullpen. Looks like Cal Higgins is moving around.
Yeah, he's ready to go. He's been up and throwing. They are going to make a move to the bullpen here.
That'll be it for Thomas Burns, who came in and retired the first 5 batters he's faced, but has run into a little bit of a log jam here in the 8th, walking the first 2 batters in this penultimate inning. But will receive a standing ovation for Texas and nobody out. Just the 3rd Texas pitcher to be utilized out of the bullpen so far this weekend. Max Grubbs yesterday pitching 2 innings. Helping Texas seal that win over UC Davis to start their 2026 campaign. Excellent 5 1/3 from Luke Harrison. Thomas Burns striking out 4, no hits allowed. Here's Cal Higgins. His first pitch is a longhorn, finds the zone for strike 1.
Yeah, it's so important. It just sort of sets the tone for the rest of the at bat to start out pitching ahead.
Is that like a golfer in the first tee just finding the fairway?
Yeah, just no question. Get to it after this pitch.
0-1. Ripped on the 3rd base line, just foul.
Especially when you've seen your teammate, a guy in the bullpen with you, come out and struggle to get the ball to the plate, and all of a sudden you've allowed them to have a couple of base runners without the benefit of a base hit. Your job when you come in is, let me get ahead. Now you're ahead 0-2. You've got lots of choices you can go to here to try to get this out or try to get a ground ball.
Higgins facing Keenan Anzai, who was looking for his first hit here tonight. 0 for 2 with a sacrifice bunt. Yes, I did say bunt in 2026.
That was a safety squeeze.
And it makes more sense when you realize who Tommy Nicholson played for. Augie Garrido here. In fact, Tommy Nicholson, the head coach for UC Davis, many of you remember, helped lead Texas to the College World Series. Played from 1998 to 2000, was the team MVP as a junior. 1-2 pitch.
Just got a piece of it.
Just to stay alive. Anzai. Nicholson came back, was a volunteer assistant for Texas in 2009, 2010 for Augie Garrido, then came back as an assistant coach and recruiting coordinator until 2016. Spent some time playing pro ball, AAA. Went to Stanford, and now the head coach at UC Davis in his 5th season. 1-2 pitch outside for ball 2.
Tried to go backdoor breaking ball there, just missed with it, got out in front of it a little bit. Now this is a pitch you want to, this is when you got to throw a strike again. You do not want to go to 3-2.
Runners on first and second, a pair of walks to start this 8th inning. No outs. 2-2 pitch. Ball 3, count full.
Runners will not be moving here, so.
Lefty Higgins working from the first base side of the rubber. 6'4" graduate student from Kearney, Nebraska. 3-2 pitch, got him swinging, a massive strikeout for Cal Higgins. His first punch out in a Longhorn uniform, and 1 out on the board.
Well, he went to a 3-2 backdoor breaking ball and a good one. Had him fooled, had him out in front, in a great location.
One down, 2 on. Now Kyler Peterson. And Peterson will foul that one off. That may have avoided Andrew Ermis's foot for the first time tonight. He's been taking a beating behind home plate. Peterson, by the way, 0 for 2 with a walk. Also has dyed his hair beach blonde. I would love to figure out what the meaning of that is. As Higgins, 0-1 pitch, and a miss for ball 1.
Bottle of peroxide went around.
No kidding. Peterson, a freshman, so that could just be it. True freshman, you dye your hair beach blonde. 1-1 now. And Peterson rips one foul towards his own dugout. 1-2.
Everybody's trying to dodge that.
Was there anything that you as a freshman had to do when you got to Austin?
Oh, there was a lot of things, but I played 2 sports, so I got it on both ends. Both from the baseball side and the football side.
Ryan on second, Wright on first. 1-2 pitch. Higgins catches Peterson looking, back-to-back strikeouts. 2 gone in the 8th.
Brought the slider back from the outside and just nips the outside corner and gets the call. As he thought it went around the plate, but it came back, got the corner. How about that's what you do coming out of the bullpen. You strike out the first 2 guys you face. Still got another big out to get.
And now Evan Gentile with 2 outs. Texas not out of it yet. And Higgins finds the zone there. Transfer from Western Kentucky. Part of an excellent transfer class for Jim Slosnagel. 0-1 pitch. Gentile takes it for ball 1, just missing below the elbows. Longhorns adding 24 newcomers, 14 freshmen, 10 transfers. As Coach Sloss finally having a full off season to recruit after taking the head coaching job late June 2024. As Higgins now has Gentile in a 1-2 count. 2 outs, 2 on for UC Davis. Texas leading 6-4. Higgins, the 1-2 pitch.
Somebody's got to get the
gets
plate,
away
can't
from
find the ball.
Ermis.
That was a break for Texas. The ball went into the dugout. Cam, if that ball's not in the dugout, they're going to score a run on that play because couldn't find the baseball, but it goes into the dugout, and that means there's only 1 base can be advanced.
Ermis had no idea where it went. It had some hang time in the air. It was up there for 2-3 seconds.
That's a huge break because that would have been a run if it stays in the field of play.
But it does put 2 now in scoring position for UC Davis. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch from Cal Higgins. Ground ball to third. Borba diving for it, but picked up by Rodriguez. Long throw back to first base. Goes into the Texas dugout. Comes back out. 2 runs will score. And UC Davis adds 2 more. It's a 6-4 ball game.
Well, it's a great effort by A-Rod to get the ball knocked down at shortstop, but he tries to come up to make a throw. Might have been better off keeping that in the pocket, would have saved 1 run. So I think this is going to be an RBI single, infield single, and the second run will score on the throw. It will be a base hit, and then E6 as he tries to make the throw, and it is all of a sudden it is a 6-4 ball game.
It was Becerra at third base that couldn't get to it, but Rodriguez, as you mentioned, Keith, heck of a job stopping it, but 6-4 ball game now. The tying run at the plate for UC Davis. Ethan Felix, the pinch hitter, with a big swing for strike 1.
Yeah, there are times when you just lay your body out, get the ball knocked down, and eat it. That would have been one of the times right there.
Have not officially scored it yet, still waiting on it.
I think it's a base hit with an RBI, and then the second run scores on the throwing error. I think that will be the way it'll be scored.
Remember that happened after the wild pitch as well. 1-1. Felix takes ball 2. So the wild pitch allowed UC Davis to move their 2 runners in the scoring position. Then the single, the scoring 1, and then unearned run scoring off the throwing error. And Keith, you were right. That was how it was scored by the official scorer here at the dish. 2-1 pitch to Felix. That'll freeze him. Corn to third base. Replacing Ethan Felix. At the plate, Gumbo, Jaden Duplantier, his first at bat of the night, and Duplantier takes strike 1 from Hippensteel, who lost his hat.
And in their hats now they wear a device that is their pitch device where they can hear what pitch they're supposed to be throwing.
Duplantier 1 for 2 last night as a pinch hitter, fouls off that one. Be 0-1. Single in his first at bat, put 2 runners on for Texas. Ended up scoring off a Timo Becerra single to left field. The senior from Humble, Texas, out of Summer Creek High School. 0-2 pitch, and Duplantier watches the fastball miss well outside for ball 1. Duplantier came in at left field, replacing Ashton Larson. 1-2 pitch, and Gumbo just missing underneath it, fouls it off. We'll stay at 1-2. One of a handful of Longhorns that was with the previous coaching staff here at Austin and stayed. 1-2. Duplantier takes ball 2. Hippensteel appeared in 20 games last year for UC Davis, 7.83 ERA. A 2-2 pitch, and Duplantier fouls it off. Last night, Hippensteel giving up a run and a hit. Now the 2-2 pitch. Duplantier, great eye. Watches the off-speeder just miss outside.
Just missed, you're right.
All 3. Now over the 3-hour mark in tonight's game. 3-2 pitch. Duplantier will swing and miss for strike 3.
Challenged him with a high fastball. Duplantier couldn't catch up to it.
First strikeout from Sorry, second strikeout from the UC Davis bullpen. Coach Law said he wanted to work on bringing down the number of total strikeouts for the team this season by about 100.
Well, you don't want to take the aggressiveness away from the hitters. You want them to let it go, but swinging to contact with 2 strikes especially is an important thing.
And he felt like the team got away from that last year towards the end of their postseason run. Anthony Pack Jr. swinging here, quickly down 0-2. The Pac-Man, the double in his last at-bat and a walk, has reached twice tonight. 0-2 pitch. He'll lay off a fastball for ball 1. And Hippensteel's lost his hat with 3 times now, Keith?
4.
4.
And he needs what we used to call a bobby pin. Not staying on his hat very well.
And having issues. He's holding the glove over his ear to get that call. 1-2. Anthony Pack Jr. in the left field, and diving to make the catch is Braden Woldridge. For out number 2, Woldridge has been phenomenal in left tonight.
Well, I'd tell you what, Pack has been phenomenal at the plate. This ball can't be hit any better than this. This is a missile out to the other way, and a nice running, sliding catch.
Yeah, but Anthony Pack couldn't believe it as he walked back to the dugout. Squaring up on that one. Now Ethan Mendoza. Mendoza takes the fastball with the hands up top for ball 1.
These guys have seen each other.
No love lost?
Well, a 3-run homer last night, I believe, wasn't it?
3-run homer that put Texas up 12-2 and end the game early. Mendoza takes strike 1. Ethan now 3 for 4 tonight. 2 singles, a home run, 2 runs batted in.
He's got 6 ribbies on the year so far already in 2 ball games out of the leadoff spot.
A ball and a strike with 2 outs, bases cleared. Mendoza takes a fastball below the hands for ball 2. Added 15 to 20 pounds this offseason. 2-1 pitch. Ooh, has to duck away from that one. Hippensteel now getting close to losing his hat more than pitches thrown tonight.
Yeah, it's pretty much every pitch. Did not notice that last night when he appeared in the game.
3-1 for Mendoza. 3-1 pitch just fouled off.
Had a good hack at it, though. Fouled it straight back.
That was a fastball there from Hippensteel. Has the left glove over his ear. Waiting for that pitch call. Now sets the 3-2 pitch. Mendoza takes ball 4. Way up top. And Mendoza draws his second walk of the season. Going to bring up Adrian Rodriguez, the second baseman. A-Rod 1 for 4 tonight. A double and a run scored in the 5th inning. He works his way back from off-season surgery. Experienced discomfort throughout the 2025 season. Took some time off in the summer, came back to fall ball, and still had the discomfort. So Coach Sloss sent him out to Los Angeles, checked out by Dr. Shin, had surgery, 2 staples in his hand. In his left hand, that is. First pitch to Rodriguez takes it for ball 1. Did not really know what the injury was. A weird source on some sort of dislocation in a joint as Rodriguez takes ball 2. But he's good to go, good to play. Wasn't hitting in live games until about 10, 11 days ago. But 2 for 4 last night, a double here tonight. Runner on first, 2 outs. The 2-0 pitch. Rodriguez will foul this off over the UC Davis dugout. It'll be 2-1.
He's hit 3 balls right on the button tonight. It says 1 for 4, but still he's made good solid contact.
He's hit a couple balls hard tonight. Flied out to center and flied out to left. In addition to that double he had earlier. 2-1. Takes ball 3. Mendoza got a quick jump on first.
Well, it's a good time to run 3-1. I mean, your hitter's going to be swinging at a strike more than likely. You get that guy in motion from first.
3-1 hitters count for Rodriguez. Runner on first. The 3-1 pitch. Rodriguez will pitch 43 innings in a third. 52 strikeouts to just 11 walks, and an opponent batting average of 190. 2-1 pitch. Fastball framed by Ermas, but just outside for ball 3. And what you don't want to do here to start this ninth is walk the leadoff batter and bring the tying run to the plate. Higgins now sets. Payoff pitch. The Corey Williams fouled off. Now had the 3 balls and 2 strikes. 90-mile-per-hour fastball. Williams did not play last night, so making his season debut, leading off here in the final inning. Payoff pitch on the way. Williams, a ground ball up the middle. Played by Mendoza over the first in time for out number 1. And a critical first out for Cal Higgins. And that will retire the leadoff batter. And now bring up Braden Woldridge with 1 out. Woldridge tonight, 0 for 3. Was hit by a pitch to start tonight's game. Scored the first run. Has been excellent out in left field. And now lefty first lefty matchup here. First pitch, and Woldridge stays away from a slider for ball 1. One ball, no strikes, 1 out. Higgins fires away the 1-0 pitch. Up and in for ball 2. Defensively for Texas, Ermas catching, Borwa at first, Mendoza at second. Becerra at third, Rodriguez at short, Duplantier in left, Robinson center, Anthony Pack Jr. in right. 2-0 count with 1 out, nobody on. Horns up by 2. 2-0 pitch, fastball just missing at the belt buckle inside. Ball 3, and Dishfall crowd letting Doug Williams know their opinion on that. A 3-0 count for Cal Higgins. Avoided a leadoff walk, trying to avoid a 1-out walk. 3-0 pitch, and just fires one that splits the plate for strike 1 and draws a sarcastic cheer from the crowd here at the Dish. Attendance has not been announced yet, but a great crowd considering all the delays tonight. 3-1 pitch in the left field. This ball will tail foul. Drops down to the general admission seating down left field base, and Higgins has worked this count full. Got Corey Williams to ground out on a full count to start this inning. Now trying to retire Braden Woldridge in the top of the UC Davis batting order, with Texas leading by 2, trying to clinch the series tonight. 3-2 pitch, ball 4. Just missing the outside corner. UC Davis now will have the tying run come to the plate. It will be Tyler Howard, who comes in on a 13-game hitting streak. That's on the line right here, as is the game for UC Davis. First pitch, ground ball to third. This could be it for the game. Becerra the second for one, no throw the first. Leadoff man, the lead runner retired as Mendoza held on to it. And 2 outs, and now Texas an out away from clinching the series. Now Ryan Lee, who's been excellent all week. 5 hits as he takes ball 1. Fastball outside and up top. 4 hits and 6 at-bats so far in 2 games. A double, RBI single in the first inning, and a walk in the 8th, leadoff walk. There's a runner on first, but 2 outs. Texas leading 6-4. 1-0 pitch inside for ball 2. Longhorns trailed 2-0 in this game, scored 6 consecutive runs unanswered, gave up 2 in the 8th, now trying to hold on here. 2-0 pitch. Ryan Lee takes ball 3, and now 3 of the 4 batters in this 9th inning have reached a 3-ball count against Cal Higgins, making him work for it here. Runner on first with 2 outs. The 3-0 pitch, ball 4, well outside. And we'll see if this brings out Max Weiner or Jim Slosnagel. No one moving in the Texas bullpen with the Longhorns and out away. The second walk in this half inning. Howard the second, Ryan Lee the first, and the go-ahead run at the plate for UC Davis. And here comes Jim Slosnagel. And will he go to the bullpen here? And I believe he will. So that will be it for Cal Higgins, who's in line for the save. Just could not get it done. The Nebraska native in his Longhorn debut will throw an inning in the